Hello everybody, welcome to my video. It's been Jamie from Games. Today we're doing an unboxing video. Okay, this is of course based on the first game that came out in 1991. Now, also, in some regions it was known as Nightmare. Now, the first game, initially, after its first 2 years of release, it already sold 2 million copies, but since then, with 3 expansion packs, which of course had new video, new hosts, new sets of rules, and new cards. Harbingers, booster states for the Harbingers, as well as Soul Rangers. Also, a PC game thrown into the mix, as well as a card game, and also puzzles thrown in there as well. Also had 2 PDV games and a game based around your phone. So quite a lot, I have to admit. The only ones I don't have in my collection is some of the puzzles and also the card game. But this one is going to be a nice addition to the collection, which of course is based on the first game. Okay, what we're going to try and do now is basically unbox it, set it up, try it out, compare it to the original game and see how it performs. But also, this version does not have a video, or DVD for that matter, so it'll be very interesting to see how it's going to perform. But anyway, we'll try it now. There you go, like Russian dolls. So there we go, it looks absolutely superb. Apologies about the light though, but anyway, I've actually got numbers 4,410 of 4,500. But also, what is very interesting, even though the guys did say at the very start it wasn't going to have a video or DVD, it still does say on there, video board game. I do wonder, maybe there might be, don't know, we'll find out later. But also, another thing I've noticed, on the original game, it was ages 12 and up. Not this time, it says ages 14 to the old ones. But yes, being the old one in this game, or even the young one, you do get picked on quite a bit. But yeah, experience your worst nightmare for 3 to 6 players. There you go. There you go, just spotted on there, content, link to stream and download video, so it's confirmed. But also, there's a PG on it, parental guidance, which also did not feature on the original game. There you go. Okay, comparison test. How does it compare with the original? Now the size is absolutely bang on, it's exactly the same. Slight difference in colour, but overall it's superb. On the original, it's got the gatekeeper wheel on the top there, but this one doesn't. But also a really nice touch with an embossed label there. That is superb, really well done. There you go. Ah, there you go. Ooh. Wow, I mean, wow, that's all I can say. It's spectacular. I'm so pleased with this. This is really, really well made. And for a brief moment there, I really thought there was actually a video in there. It does look like there is though, but it's not. But how cool is that? That is superb. Not just on the front, but on the back as well, and on the side. That is superb. Think you can win? I think not. There you go. That is brilliant. These are I can't put into words how pleased I am with these. This is superb. Now of course, when I found out it was going to be different playing pieces, different cards, I was like that. I really wasn't sure. I'm not a fan of change, but of course you can back them if you so wish. But now seeing them up close, they are really, really well done. I'm assuming they're painted by hand. I'll do some close-ups in a minute, but they're really, really good. But of course, if you don't want to use the new pieces, which of course I won't much, I have to admit, I do like the visual pieces, you've got them there as well, and they're really well done. And yes, I totally nutty forgot, but yes, Atmosphere 2 is all bundled into the mix. So of course it gives you the link to that as well, and of course there's the cards for Atmosphere 2. Really pleased. I'm really pleased with this. However, before we move on any further, let's do some close-ups. Now, considering the original Atmosphere is my favourite board game of all time, I would quite happily pay double for this. It is that good. And I really do hope they make more of these. Please do make more. Please do. And Gordon, he needs his game. Helen needs her game as well. They never got one. Please make them. And when I first saw the pictures originally online, I really wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know if I like these. Why they do that? I take it back. It's brilliant. It really is good. Gordon, the werewolf. Hell in the poltergeist. Corfu, the mummy.
Gordon, the werewolf. Hell in the poltergeist. Corfu, the mummy. Baron Samdi, the zombie. And the Shatran, the witch. Elizabeth Bathory, the vampire.
Brilliant, really good. Of course, like the original game, you do time threat and chance card. These are from the original game, which I can see there are sealed. I'm assuming they're all the same amount there, but as you can see, there's quite a difference in size though. It's almost like you use a different thickness of cards. I'm assuming they're all in there. But yeah, it's crazy really, isn't it? But just the fake cards alone, how thin they are. It's crazy, isn't it? And not just Atmosphere 1, but also the same for Atmosphere 2. They're my original cards from the original box, still sealed, and they're the new ones. But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, the thickness of both of these is the same as the time cards alone. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm assuming they're all in there. I'm assuming so. Another thing I knew that was added was time and fate cards. And I have to admit though, I'm not overly keen on this design, but I'm assuming you only get these if you get the skeleton key, which is extra, which of course me being me, I got that. So basically you get in two different games. So if you want to use the new key with the new rules, use these. Use the old keys and the old rules, use these. Or if you want to, use the original cards, the original game. Why not? Spice up a little bit. But yes, that's only if you get the additional key. And that's where this bad boy comes in. This is the golden skeleton key, which of course is extra. This powerful new playing piece will be the envy of your friends and my worst nightmare. The owner of such a key can use it twice in any single game. Once to automatically release themselves from a black hole, and once to choose to move in any direction on the board. If by doing so you gain an advantage in the game, use this power wisely, maggots, although I doubt you would have the brains to use such a prize properly. And the key should be in here. But yes, this is additional extra. That's really heavy as well. There you go. There is the golden key. Superb. Okay, which brings us on to the subject of this bad boy. I'm assuming this has got to be the cloth, the dice, and the token. It's got to be. It can't be anything else. Ha! I love that. Oh my lord, I've got everything. Gatekeeper's home video, birthday shindig, Khufu's wedding. That's brilliant. I love that. Once again, some really nice touches. I'll do some close-ups. And there's the bag. We apologise about the light reflection of the image though, but yeah, use that to pick out your playing piece and your token to find out who you're going to play the game with. But again, it's really cool. Again, I apologise about the lighting, but in there is the coin as well as the tokens, and like the playing pieces, the tokens will also go in the bag, and you'll give one out to each player. So there you go, there's the original coin, of course, heads and tails, and there's a new one. Again, it's cool, they've gone with the same design, I love that. So you've got the old coin, and also got a new coin, so you've got heads on one side, and the other side on the other side, and also you've got two additional dice. So I'm assuming the new sets of rules allow you to use two additional dice, which of course has the gatekeeper's face inside of it. So there we go, another cool touch. And you have your pen, and where's your old school dice? There's your old school dice. Now during the Kickstarter, what I kept doing is adding more additional tiers. Every time a tier was reached, another item was introduced. Once it was introduced, I did another item, which of course another tier was introduced. And every time I kept doing it, it was reaching its target. It did really, really well. I think this is actually one of the last things I added. This was a book. And it's superb, and of course I'm really happy I've got everything now. It really is cool. I love the quality as well. But then we go Atmosphere, the alert on the other side. And basically it's a description, it's a comic basically, of each of the characters. But it's a really cool book, I love it. It's really thick as well. do some close-ups, but again, I'm really happy. Really is top notch. Past midnight. I know, I'm crazy. What I'm going to do though is do this at the weekend, but in the meantime, let's have a look at the board and see how it compares to the original. Well, these keys are really thin. Look at that. That's amazing. Look at that. That's a really nice touch. That is superb. That is amazing quality. That's of course on the back of the board. On the other side it's blue. But yeah, it's a bit different to the old one. That's the old original one. Yeah. This is such an amazing purchase. I'm so happy with this. However, hopes are high. I know it's going to be good quality. It's going to be amazing. The question is, can I get it in shots? That's the important thing. Look at that. Again, slightly darker than the original, but again, it's a really, really top quality board. It really is good. And I've always preferred the original game board. I do like the Harbingers, but I've always preferred this original game. Yeah, again, it's really good quality. Okay, resume playing with this video. Unfortunately, I had a few delays. My camcorder died, had to buy myself another one, and I had to buy myself a table as well. The coffee table was too low, and the one I had in surgery snapped last year, so I got rid of it. So I bought this one. It cost me 15 quid. It's not very big, but it should be big enough for the Atmosphere board, hopefully.
That's right, I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do this thing with you. I'm lost in a black hole. Come on now, would you give it a go?
Now picture this, it's late at night, and what you're doing don't seem right.
Okay, pretty much ready to go. So what I've done is I've actually turned my living room around to try and make it possible. Now I'm not sitting on the greatest of chairs. It'll do though. But anyway, when it came to the game itself, I kept thinking to myself, you know, how is it going to work? How is it going to be played? What's the best way of doing it? Now, of course, the ultimate way of doing it is using a video. But, you know, we didn't know. Is it going to be a video? Is it going to be a DVD? Is it going to be a USB stick or an SD card? Or is it going to be streamed? Not sure. What they do is they give you this card which says, maggots pay attention, scan the code to access the game video. So basically it's a QR code. So for this video, what I've done is I've scanned the QR code using my webcam on the PC. That allows me to get the video on the PC, which I'm recording on OBS. Also, I'm going to scan that on my phone, and that will send it directly to the TV. That is the plan. In the meantime, we need a playing piece and a token. Okay, we do this properly. So this is how we find out which character we're going to play as. We're going to use the new playing pieces. You put the characters in the bag, shake the bag, and pick one randomly from the bag. Do the same with your playing pieces and your number, and you'll keep those until the end of the game. Okay, so we pick one randomly from the bag. Who are we going to be? We are going to be Helen. Right, Helen the Poltergeist. Right, superb. Okay, so we know which character we're going to be. We don't know what our number is. So shake the bag once again. Just pick one out at random. 1 to 6. We are number 4. Number 4. Okay, for this part of the video, we'll be playing as Helen the Poltergeist. Our number is 4, and you place that on the tombstone with your name on it. That's where we begin from, which is right near a black hole. Okay, so before you start the game, you give one of these nightmare cards to each one of the players playing the game, and have to write their greatest fear on the back of it, shovel the pack, and put it in the middle of the board. Of course, it's just me, there's no point. But there we go, we're ready to go. Okay, we're ready to go. The 30th anniversary of Atmosfear. Turn the volume up and the lights down. Another thing you can also do, but I think it's only if you've bought the game, you can actually download it and do it that way. But you can download it at 240p, 360p, 540p, 720p or 1080p. This is 1080p. There we go. And I'm using the original keys from the original game because a lot of people are saying on Facebook that the keys, the new keys, are very flimsy, and they are.
So, You want to play the game. My game. By my rules. I am the gatekeeper. I rule this game, and you will obey my rules. When I speak, you will stop, and you will listen. If I call your number or your color, you must answer, "Yes, my gatekeeper!" If you fail to answer, "Yes, my gatekeeper," when I call your number or color, you will be punished. I'd like to punish one of you now. You? The one who holds the lowest number? Yes, you! Answer me, you maggot!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
Time's up. If you failed to answer "Yes, my gatekeeper" in time, you are banished. And your nightmare.
Okay, we're now officially off the mark. That is, of course, 1080p, and I have made a slight adjustment. I wasn't having a lot of luck with my phone. There was a lot of internet problems, router problems, and also the left-hand side of the screen was glitchy. So basically, I've substituted it to a USB stick, plugged into the TV, and now it's crystal clear. But what I'll also do for this video, I'll incorporate some VHS footage from compare2.com. But this is, of course, the main game screen. And yes, if you haven't played the game, I'll explain. But basically, you take it in turns, roll the dice, and you go around the board in a clockwise motion, and you've got to try and find all of your 6 keys of your colour, go into the middle of the board, roll a 6, and then face your greatest fear. But yes, later games, some games, it was mostly DVD ones and phone games. They actually did reduce the time from 60 minutes to 40, I think it was. But I've always preferred the original board, the original rules, the original host, and also preferred it to be 60 minutes. Okay, so earning your 6 keys is not an easy task. There's multiple ways you can do it. The main way is by earning it from the gatekeeper himself. He might give you an instruction, do it successfully, and you might earn a key or 2. Another way you can do it is by landing on a specific point on the board, and another way is by using cards. Now, the time cards feature on the time on the screen. Now, quite a lot of the cards will say any time, which means you can do it any time, anywhere. But most of them will have a time on the cards. You've got to wait for the time to feature on the screen, then you can activate it. If it's past that time, that card is then void.
Stop! Whose turn is it next? Who is just about to roll the dice? Answer me!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
Time's up. If you fail to answer "Yes, my gatekeeper" in time, you must roll a 6 before you can play again.
The first time that happened back in the day, it scared me and my brother absolutely out of our skin. We was not expecting it. And of course, at the start of the game, it does say turn the volume up and the lights down, and we did just that. And also, I am actually quite close to the soundbar right now. But yes, that was the point we realised that yes, this is going to feature over the course of the game. Now, the early points of the game, it doesn't happen quite so much. It doesn't appear quite as often. But of course, over the course of time, it's going to get more and more difficult. But yes, that was quite a moment, I have to admit. But anyway, I've always preferred the original Gatekeeper. Now, the Gatekeeper's featured quite a few times in later games, but I've always preferred the first original Gatekeeper. Okay, black holes. Now, black holes are featured in every single atmosphere apart from Cthulhu the Mummy. Now, this board has 2 of them, one there and one there. Now, if you land on a black hole, or worse, be sent there by another opponent or the Gatekeeper himself, you must stay there unless you can release yourself with a card if you have one, or a key if you have one. If not, you must wait patiently to be released. Another way you can do it is someone landing on this space here. Anyone in the black hole when it's landed on, you're automatically released. But the main way is being released by the Gatekeeper himself.
I release you from the black hole.
Perfect timing, but there we go. Now also in later games, Atmosphere 2 and 4, there was also some text that appeared on the screen every so often that also would release you from the black hole, which was a good idea. But however, sometimes it was easy to miss. If you're too busy playing the game or reading, not paying attention, you could actually miss it. But yes, you can also release yourself that way. But don't forget it featured in Atmosphere 3.
Stop! Those of you on gravestones marked chance, take the dice and roll it. Roll it now, and if you can roll your number, you can take a key.
Well, technically, I haven't actually moved off my home space yet. But yes, if you land on a chance, and you're in the right place at the right time, you get a chance to an additional key. So I've got to try and roll a 4. I rolled a 5. I wouldn't earn it anyway, I wasn't in the right space. But there we go, it's fantastic, really is good. Now technically I haven't moved yet. Let's get off the march, shall we? Roll a dice. Got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, time card. These are really flimsy, they really are.
I release you from the black hole.
Anytime, if an opponent looks like winning, take special care of them. Give them this card with a message from me. Think you can win, I think not. Now you're banished to the black hole. So you can do that at any time, anywhere. I haven't actually had any dinner yet.
Stop! You! The one whose turn it is next, answer me!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
Pick up the dice. Now! Roll it! What number did you roll?
4.
Huh? Not bad. Roll it again. What number did you roll this time?
5.
Now, roll it again. 3 times lucky. Give me the number.
1.
Now, add all 3 numbers you rolled together. If the total is more than 12, receive a key. If not, better luck next time.
10. I have to admit though, as I said in my last video, it's very rare that I actually managed to successfully do that. So it's quite difficult to roll over 12 in 3 shots. But there we go, no key was won there. Or lost. Another thing I liked about the earlier Atmospheres, unfortunately I stopped doing it after Atmosphere 4, was every 10 minutes your host would start to change. And the first time we played this, it was absolutely bugging our brains. We kept thinking, is this guy changing? It doesn't look like he is. Eventually we realised that he was, and they kept doing that until Atmosphere 4 and they stopped doing it. But yes, for example, Baron Semity the zombie would start off as a normal character and slowly start to turn into the zombie.
Now answer me.
Me. Yes, my gatekeeper.
I'd bet you'd like a key. I also bet you cannot roll your number to receive one. Go on. Roll the dice.
1 in 6 chances to roll 4.
What number did you roll?
5.
Is that your number, little maggot?
No.
If it's your number, I'm going to give you a key. If it's not, you're banished!
So anyway, you move to the closest black hole. Now even if you do have a card to release yourself, or maybe even a key to release yourself, and you're sent there, you still have to go there. Of course, you won't stay there. But the rules of the game are, you still must go. But yeah, the more we played it, the more we realised that yes, our theory is correct. It's definitely changing. Even though it's not quite as much as zombie, witch and vampire, it was a nice touch. But yes, after Atmosphere 4, I stopped doing it, which is a shame. I was really looking forward to Atmosphere 5 being Khufu the Mummy. And yes, you got your game eventually, but not in VHS form. But I kept baffling my brain. I kept thinking, how can you make a mummy change every 10 minutes? I mean, the theme would have been sand, and that's what they used for the DVD version. But yes, I mean, the moon would have suited more towards Gordon.
Stop! The writing's on the wall, little maggots. Each of you will now take a turn to roll the dice and be rewarded or punished accordingly.
This is another way you can either lose or gain. Roll the dice. 3. Fate card, which is probably not going to help me here. If Baron 70 lands on your gravestone, toss the coin, tails, take all the zombies' time cards, heads return to back a pack. It was not paying anyway. Now, even though we played this loads back in the day, it was very rare we actually managed to win the game. I mean, it's not a bad thing in a game like this, losing, because you get to experience the full 60-minute video. But yeah, I played it loads with friends after school, my brother played it loads with him as well, and my dad. But 9 times out of 10, every time I played the game, it was 2 people. Technically, you shouldn't play it with less than 3, but I've never ever experienced it with 4, 5 or 6.
holds the most number of my keys? Answer me!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
You are a worry, a concern to me. No matter. I banish you to the black hole. You ask why? Because I can. Because I am the gatekeeper. And this is my game and your nightmare.
So unless you've got the key that releases you from the black hole, or you have a card to release yourself from the black hole, there's only one place you are going, and that is the black hole. Nope. And nope. So, black hole.
Go! Whose turn is it now? Answer me! You scum, aren't you? Answer me!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
I like scum. Tastes great. Now roll the dice, you scum-sucking maggot. Roll it 4 times. And if the total you roll is an even number, then it's time to get even with you. You're banished! But if it's odd, you will receive a key.
The biggest unanswered question they gave with blood money is where is the money? The biggest unanswered question today is how do we use this skeleton key? Of course, this only comes into play if you're using the new time, fate and chance cards, but I don't actually know how you use it. There's no additional spaces.
So, you will all take a turn to roll the dice and be rewarded or punished according to what is written.
5. Lose a key. But yeah, I can't see how we actually use it. There's no space on the board. There's nothing in the instruction manual. I've looked online as well. I can't find anything. I can only assume you only earn it in a card. If you're playing the DVD game, the first one, or the mobile phone game, there's actually a space on the board where the black cursed key goes. So it's pretty self-explanatory how you get it. But on this one, it's a mystery. The golden skeleton key, this powerful new playing piece with the envy of your friends and my worst nightmare. Owner of such a key can use it twice in a single game. Once automatically inserted from the black hole and once to choose to move in any direction on the board. If by doing so, you gain an advantage in the game.
I release you from the black hole. And we are about to play a new game. It's called Havoc.
Right. Fantastic, I love it. Of course, it's better to play it with more people. The only way to know, Jamie, is by basically opening up these cards and have a look for yourself. We're going to use them anyway.
Number 2. Answer. I demand you roll a 2 before you play again.
Right. Now there's got to be a card here somewhere that tells you you have to pick up the key. If you possess the skeleton key, no. If an opponent possesses the skeleton key, no. I like you.
Number 3. Answer. I demand you roll a 3 before you play again.
Scream stop, scare any opponent, you take it.
So, whose turn is it next? Answer me. The cards are on the table. I'm raising the bets, and you are going to play some poker. Take the top card from the nightmare pack. If it's your fear, you lose all your keys. You were going to lose anyway. But if it's not, return it to the back of the pack, and you can collect all the remaining keys.
See this one here, it says, lost it. If you possess the skeleton key, roll the dice twice. Each time you roll your number, take a key. But how do you pick up the key? That's what I don't understand. There's got to be a way you can pick up the key. You can't just have it, there's only one. But there's nothing in the instruction book, I can't find anything. But there we go, I got all my keys. But anyway, it gives you a last chance to get last minute dash towards the centre of the board. But yeah, pretty much all hosts do that. There's a last hurrah, makes it a bit more chaotic. But yeah, I've never experienced this game with 4 or more players. I'm sure it's great though. But anyway, this game is fantastic, really is good. Full moon now, great for your werewolf, not so good for me.
ghost train is coming, kiddies. Listen to it scream. It's over, little maggots. You have lost. This is the end of my game, but just the beginning of your nightmare.
So there we go, fantastic. Even 30 years down the line, it's still superb. I love it. But it's strange not seeing the intro to Atmosfear 2. Of course, I've seen it so many times on VHS. It doesn't feature here, though. But there we go. Done an amazing job in this game. It looks the bee's knees. It really is good. The board is great. The playing pieces are great. The cards are great. The keys are okay. A little bit thin, though. But there's ways around that. But overall, amazing. Be interested to see if there's any additional extras for the Kickstarter at the end. But yeah. Of course, Atmosphere 2 was also bundled into the mix. We'll try that next. But yeah, no 3 or 4. You never know. We might get those in the future. But as proven by the Kickstarter, this is what people want to see. This is what people want to do. They love it. Well, there we go. This kicks you out now. Another move over to Atmosphere 2. There we go. Next one in store, Atmosphere 2, 1992. Turn the volume up and the lights down. We are Andy Strong Train and number is 2. This is Atmosphere 2, 1992.
Welcome back, kid. Welcome back to the game. My game. Call me Two-Faced. Call me anytime. Call me Baron Samedi. Scope this. Check it out, children. Talent. Raw talent. And baby, believe me, rock and roll is good for the soul. Except I ain't got one! Now, how's that for an opener from a good-looking corpse? Now, here's the scoop, kids. Whenever old Uncle Baron says, thrill me, you'll stand straight up, straight away, and say, Yo, Baron, I can dig it! That's, Yo, Baron, I can dig it! Can you dig it, children? Let's cut to the chase. Yo! The babe who scored the highest number! Thrill me!
Yo, Baron, I can dig it.
Yes! Yo, Baron, I can dig it! If you ain't on your feet by now, babe, paying me some lip service, then dig this! Hit the hole! And whoever holds the lowest number can take your place. Hopefully you're at attention, paying attention. Now roll the dice, babe. What's your roll?
1.
Guess what? I was just thinking about that number and wondering how long it was going to take each one of you to roll it before you can even start to play. So, sue me! The loser on the far left goes first. But hey, is that my left or your left? Think about it.
Okay, resume play. Atmosphere 2, Baron Samedi the Zombie, came out in 1992. Bought it originally from Gambley's for £19.99. This was, of course, the first of 3 expansion packs, and like the first game, this also got played to absolute death. Didn't enjoy this one quite as much as the first one, but I still love it. And yes, it was very rare we won. In fact, it was very rare we won any of them, really. But losing, like I said in the first game, wasn't a bad thing. That way experiencing the full 60-minute video. The moon was replaced by a heart rate, and the only thing that was different on this one was new sets of time cards, fake cards, and of course new video and a new host. Everything else was unchanged. Same board, dice, coins, nightmare cards, chance cards, keys, and playing pieces. But it's fantastic. This one had a little bit more humour to it. Now on this one, every time it says thrill me, you've got to stand right up and stay there until we depart and say, Yo, Baron, I can dig it.
Yo! Everybody thrill me! Yo, Baron, I can dig it! Now this is what I call group therapy. But anybody who failed to stand and lay a loud Yo, Baron, I can dig it on me is in for some shock treatment. Hit the hole! And a word of advice, kids. When I'm talking to you, keep standing until I exit. 'Cause I hate bad manners.
So yes, technically, when he's talking to you, you should be standing on your feet the whole entire time until he departs. So yes, back in the day, we was doing it correctly at the early points of playing this game. But 9 times out of 10, when we played it back in the day, we wasn't sitting at a table, we were sitting on the floor. And it was actually quite tiring to keep getting up and sitting down on the floor all the time. So 9 times out of 10, we just sat there and just said, yo, Baron, I can dig it. As long as you answer when you need to, when you have to, you won't get banished to the back hole. In the early stages, it's going to be quite difficult to get yourself out of there.
You're going to have to raise the dead before I let you off the hook. What's more with feeling, dirtbag? Give me some creativity in the delivery. Thrill me!
Yo, Baron, I can dig it.
Is that the best you can do, dirtbag? I'm going to have to put it to a vote. Hands up all those who thought this dirtbag did its best. Hands up all those who thought the dirtbag could have done better and should roll a 6 to play again. It's a done deal, dudes. Catch you later, dirtbag.
I have to say, like the first game, it looks absolutely tip-top. I have to admit, I've never seen it looking so good. Not for a very long time. But yes, I am technically using the wrong TV here. But yes, on the original VHS video, it had a little bit of a blurry situation around the eyes. Because this one does feature quite a lot of green, purple and blue.
Whoa!
But here, it looks
Who
absolutely
is the
crystal
highest
clear.
odd number? Thrill me!
Yo, Baron, I can dig it.
Take this thought on board, babe. Whenever you hear this sound, I want you to yell party time and take a time card. That was party time. Repeat it for me.
Party time.
That's good, kid. But don't miss your cue or you're through.
It looks so good. It really does look good. Really is superb. Right, time to earn some keys. Won't earn a single key by sitting on this space. Move on. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Time card.
Hey, Baron! Have a free turn. I've changed my mind. Make that 2 free turns.
If you're lucky enough to draw the Baron from the bag, it can actually work to your advantage. Not always though, sometimes it work against you. At 33.45, you can count on the Baron coming back, and if it's not your go, confuse the babe who's trying to add up by counting loudly from 20 to 30 as the Baron counts from 1 to 10. Return the back a pack when time has expired. But yes, sometimes we'll try and put other players off by screaming loudly or counting 1 to 10 or 10 to 20, whatever the case may be. Try and put them off.
Looks like your number came up, kid. Well, numbers to be precise. Now, this is the score. If you get all the sums right, you get a key. But if you fail, you have to roll a 6 to play again. How's that grab you, hey? Here we go.
I wasn't good at this back in the day.
How many days in a week?
7.
How many weeks in a year?
52.
How many months in a year?
12.
Give me your number.
2.
How old are you now?
40.
Now, add all those numbers together before the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Total.
106.
Thumbs up. Hey, a tip. When your IQ reaches double figures, sell it, man!
106. Don't know. Where's my phone?
The answer is 113.
Oh, poo, got it wrong. Okay, we're going into the final 10 minutes of Atmosphere 2, and like I said, I'm absolutely tickled pink with this. I mean, big fan of the series anyway, I was always going to like it, but yeah, money well spent. I hope in the future we do get to see Atmospheres 3 and 4, but when you're downloading it, I do recommend putting it into a USB stick. In my case, it has certainly made it a little more easier for me. But when you're downloading, do it as 240p, as 360p, a 540p, 720p, or a 1080p. I couldn't see an option for 4K though.
Where is the dead
But it looks superb.
Thrill me!
He's not happy. Joe Baron, I can dig it.
What's your problem, kid? I'll tell you what your problem is. Me! Roll your number to play again.
Right, I've got to try and roll 2. 1, 2. There we go, we move on. If you're in the hole, you're out of there. This is where it goes out about 10,000 gears. Right, chance. Right, I've got 1/2 of the key. You're bad, I can dig it.
Hope you're fast and think on your feet, you sick little puppy. Hope you're as fast as greasy lightning, and lightning does strike in the same place twice where I come from. Pick up the dice. I want you to roll it 6 times, and every time you roll it, I'm gonna give you a number.
It can change now.
Each time you roll that number, you win a key. But each time you fail, you miss 1 turn. Let's practice. Roll the dice, and I want a 1.
Yes!
What's your roll, baby?
1.
Hey, we were only practicing. Ha 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 ha.
Nothing.
Now here's the real deal. Roll the dice, and I want 6.
I've played this game a lot.
Yeah? Roll it again, and I want 2.
1.
Way to go. Roll it again, and I want to see a 3.
3.
I hate it when that happens. Roll it again for a 4.
4.
Looking good. Roll it again and give me 5.
I'm not making this up. This is really happening. Oh.
Looking real good. Last chance, baby. And I want to see 1.
I bet you thought it was going to be 6, didn't you?
Game's over, baby.
There you go. It can change so quickly. No word of a lie. I've now got 5 keys. But there we go. It can change. This game can change for good or bad. 1 minute you can be losing, then you can be winning. Of course, only me anyway.
Go! Who's winning?
Me.
Who has the most keys?
Me.
Tell me!
You're Baron, I can dig it.
It's double or nothing, baby. Toss the coin. Heads, and you double your keys. But tails, and you lose them all.
Tails? We don't want tails. It's heads! We are seriously on a decent roll here. I finally got all my keys though. Well, there we go. So amazingly I got all my keys. So yes, if this was a real game, it'd be the mad dash into the middle of the board. There's 4 pathways to take you there, but however, it's never plain and sailing because on your way there, you've got to miss a turn space and a rolling number to play again space. If you're lucky enough to miss both of those, you certainly have a good chance. And speaking of good chances, once again, the host will give you a last minute chance to get all your keys, make the last minute dash a bit more interesting. But yes, this can be absolutely chaotic. We've got to try and land on the nightmare space and then roll a 6. Do it successfully and then hope for the best. The top card is not your fear. If it's not your fear, you've won the game. If it is your fear, go back to your home space and go again. But it's getting a bit crazy in this last minute dashing situations like this. But that way you know if you get there again, you certainly have a very good chance because of course you know that the top card is now not your card. Just hope no one else beats you to the punch.
Time's up, losers! Winners are grinners, and I'm flashing the ivory! And take a bow! I hope you have a nice night's sleep, children, and don't forget to check under the bed!
And there we go, absolutely superb. Again, it's strange not seeing the intro this time for Atmosphere 3. But again, I can't fault what they've done. It looks absolutely superb. The board is magnificent, the cards are magnificent, the playing pieces are absolutely superb. They have definitely proved me wrong. But of course, you don't have to use new ones, use the old ones, it's entirely up to you. And of course, the videos themselves look absolutely tip top. Really is well done. So, congratulations to the creators, it is superb.
Showtime, big time, party time, and then some. Sing it again, kids. Sing with the Baron. Showtime, big time, party time, and then some.